Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and welcome to one of the new flagship products for fall 2010 from RevZilla.com. This is the REV'IT Defender Gore-Tex all-season, all-weather suit. It's a two-piece suit, jacket and pants from REV'IT, available in the fall. This is our first look. This is our detailed dive in high definition of application, features, and fit, and we're even going to pull all the liners and the armor out for you. So the first thing I want to touch on is seasonality. So it's hot in here today, it's a summer, we're shooting this stuff. So the first thing I want to do is, for Joe here's benefit, I'm going to open up some of the vents. They've made some big upgrades over previous iterations in the REV'IT lineup. So what you're going to notice is I have two 3D mesh backed, spring-loaded, snap operated chest panels. Nice part about 3D mesh, it creates space against your body. When there's space against your body, air comes in, it doesn't hit your chest and stop, flows around the back, will flow out through the exhaust vents in the back, create that Venturi effect. It's more effective at keeping you cool. When it's a flat mesh, it'll sit against your body and it's harder for air to get in. So they've beefed up to this 3D mesh. You're starting to see it. You saw it first in the sand, you're seeing it again in the Defender GTX. Moving right down, you have two inside zip pulls here that reveal more mesh backing with direct air channel flow to the body. These are going to be additional vents. On the pants here, the Defender GTX pants, you're going to have similar 3D mesh with these snap loaded panels that's going to expose the top of the thigh here and get great airflow. Much better airflow than if it was a Dynex mesh or if it was a lesser quality mesh. It's going to be protective, going to flow tons of air. Two back exhaust ports here. Exhaust tips that come down. This is when you get that Venturi, and these are mesh line. They're not just a direct hold of the body. Mesh line gonna suck that air right through you, cool your chest off. We've detailed this on the sand. Two-way connection at the cuff. First way is I'm riding, I'm hot. Zipper comes down, exposes a mesh air channel, shoots air right up the arm. Again, aiding in the chest, aiding in circulation, keeping you cool. With it closed, you now have, I might as well get into the cuff feature here. You now have this cuff, two-way comes up. So now you put your glove on, you zip down. The beautiful part about this is it's got the two-way cuff closure. So you basically put your glove on with it underneath the zipper and you set this to how tight you want it to be. Now what you do is on and off is zipper controlled, very easy. You don't have to mess with the cuff at all. You'll notice you see the liner here for when you have the liners in waterproof mode with the liners. This will keep you up. This will keep you free from being wet, but it also, with the liners out, will flow that great air. Let's talk about protection. Let's talk about the outer shell. You're going to have a mix of DuPont 1000D Ripstop Cordura in the impact areas, a mix of DuPont 500D Cordura, and then 750 Power Shell, which is basically REV'IT's version of Cordura. You're going to have that on the inside of the arms, a little softer. Notice this guy's not crunchy. You see some Gore-Tex garments from other manufacturers that, they're using that Pro Shell. It's a little crunchier. The Gore-Tex is actually a drop liner inside, so this outer shell is going to be a mix of DuPont and Power Shell properties for protection, but it's not going to be crunchy. It's going to be soft. You're going to see REV'IT's now using the upgraded 3M Scotchlite reflective panels. You see this in a lot of the new REV'IT GTX line. Stealing a lot of the features that made the Cayenne Pro such a staple and so famous. First one is SuperFabric. Tiny laser-welded ceramic plates, 14 times more abrasion resistant than Kevlar. So if you go down on your elbow, you're sliding, does not transfer heat, and will allow you to slide 14 times longer than if this was a straight Kevlar panel. The other piece is going to be the armor in both the elbows, in the shoulder, and in the knee. It's going to be SASTEC, malleable, molecular level armor upon impact, becomes completely rigid, does not transfer energy to the body like a normal Nox or even Pro-Life would. This is a big step up. This is what the bomb diffuser guys in Iraq use on the soles of their shoes. It is space-age stuff, and it's one of the reasons why this is such a next-generation bomb-proof garment. I want to talk a little bit about the outer shell of the pants. Basically using the same materials. Ripstop, DuPont, Cordura, and a mix of Power Shell. You're going to have some Keprotec for stretching the insides, and you also have the, I believe it's carbon leather is what they're calling it. And basically what that's going to be is a heat shield from your pipes. It's going to keep you protected, but also keep you cool when you're on the bike. You're also going to notice, and I'm not going to spin him around because it looks exactly the same, but it's going to be 1200D Ripstop Cordura in the seat of these pants. And that's the big one that people always ask, well, how reinforced are the pants? Because of all the hypermiling that I do, that gets the most abrasion resistant. That's the one that needs to hold up the best. You have fully Gore-Tex lined pockets that are going to be completely waterproof. This is something that they've upgraded for the 2009-2010 line of gear. You have your hook and loop closure for the collar, and you also have your 7-position neck ratcheting straps. So you kind of set it and forget it. Riding in the summertime with things open, this is how you're going to fare. Now let's get into some of the weatherproofing properties. So as I zip it down, you're gonna notice, here's my drop liner. It's a 2-liner system on this garment. It's going to be REV'IT's Gore-Tex, or it's gonna be Gore-Tex liner on the inside, and when it comes to Gore-Tex versus any other waterproof breathable membrane, what you're talking about is the durability, the way that it's sealed, and the length of time that you can be in, you can be in a downpour for 45 minutes with a lesser garment, and you're gonna stay dry. But if you're riding for 8 hours in a torrential downpour, Gore-Tex is gonna be what keeps you dry for the entire amount of time. So check this guy out. Here's the liner that would come out. It's waterproof, it's breathable. No precipitation can come in, but any perspiration off your body can evaporate and get out. It creates a microclimate in the coat for you, keeps you cool, keeps you dry, keeps your body comfortable at longer distance. The Gore-Tex is the top of the food chain on this guy. It's better than the next stuff down on the market by a factor of 2. So as I go through there, so you have your Gore-Tex liner that would come out. You also now have a thermal liner. Same thermal liner that we've seen in the Cayenne Pro, slightly restyled. This is gonna be Exkin. Exkin is half the thickness of DuPont Thermolite, and it is 4 times the warmth. So this is a coat that with everything zipped up, this will take you down into the temperature range. Same thing as a Cayenne Pro, this is gonna take you way down in that 20-degree range as you go through here. You have a nice lining here, there's a pocket built in, it's quilted, but it's meant to eliminate the Michelin Man feel, but keep you very, very cool. Everything zips out here. This guy zips out. We have cinching along the side for adjustability. You have cinching on the arm. Spin back for me here. Moving quickly here, we have a lot to get through today. And then we have snaps that are spring loaded. Everything's safety stitched. Everything is seam sealed. REV'IT's all about the quality and the details. They spend a lot of time in R&D on this stuff to make sure that it performs really well, is comfortable, but lasts a very long time. The Gore-Tex liner on this guy is lifetime warranty. As long as the stuff has been reasonably cared for, if it ever leaks, they replace it, no questions asked. The jacket's gonna be $749, the pants are gonna be $599. This is a big step up from the high bar that the Cayenne Pro has already set. This guy is gonna blow something like that previous iteration right out of the water with the next level features and functionality that it offers. I also wanna get into the collars here. It's all Coolmax line, the same material. You'd start to see antimicrobial, you'd see it in your helmets. It's gonna wick perspiration and sweat away. It's easily washable. Washing on this stuff is just warm soapy water in the tub and give it a wash. This stuff will shed dirt, shed any debris. It's got a nanosphere coating on it, which is hydrophobic, which means that dirt molecules, water molecules will not bond to it. It's a coated garment, but then the true waterproofing comes through the Gore-Tex membrane inside. So we've talked about the pants, we've talked about the waterproofing elements. They have the same liner system as the jacket. They're going to be Gore-Tex, it's going to be Thermolite, same type of deal. It's going to be Ripstop. A little bit of a note on Ripstop. Ripstop means it's these tiny squares that are sewn in. What that Ripstop does is if you were to puncture this and it wasn't Ripstop, it's easy with normal wear and tear and normal movement for that tear to continue to move and continue to get bigger. Ripstop basically contains the rip. It keeps things from running. So basically you see spring-loaded snaps, you see a zipper here, you have a gaiter on the inside of this zipper for waterproofing. Joe is 165, he has a 39-inch chest, and he's a 32 in jeans, large jacket, as well as large pants. Elasticated stretch panels, we also have SuperFabric back here in the knees. You're also going to notice single zipper cuff closure, as well as Velcro. You have Keprotec in the back of the knees, bi-elasticated stretch panels. Both the inner liners as well as the pants and jacket connect to each other. When you're wearing this in the most extreme conditions, you can connect the liners. You can also then connect the zips. Come in 4 colors for the jacket. It's gonna be black, silver, it's gonna be red gray, and it's also gonna be safari. 2 colors in the pants, silver and silver black as well as black. Shoot us a line at RevZilla.com. It's going to be cs@RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. As with any of this stuff, it's first exchange is free. You can earn Team Zilla cash back, and we're going to free ship it because it's over 39 bucks. So once again, this is the REV'IT Defender GTX jacket from RevZilla.com, available at REV'IT.com or RevZilla.com/REV'IT. You can see the full lineup. Give us a ring if you have any questions about it. It'll be available fall of 2010. This is our first look. Stay tuned also for part 2, which is the liner and the armor breakdown. Thanks for watching RevZilla.com today. We'll see you next time.